The scene unfolds near Siversk, along the direction towards Sloviansk, where Ukrainian drone systems maintain continuous aerial control. Isolated Russian soldiers move through the area wearing improvised anti-drone cloaks, attempting to reduce visibility while crossing open gaps and tree lines. From above, the adjustments offer little protection. Drones detect movement, hold distance, and coordinate responses. Some soldiers attempt to hide, others run between cover, and a few fire upward in reaction. None of the efforts alter the outcome. Each interception is measured and sequential, focused on denying regrouping rather than pursuit. The sequence highlights how adaptation on the ground struggles against persistent surveillance. In modern warfare, layered drone networks outweigh individual countermeasures by controlling space, timing, and exposure simultaneously. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone detects a Russian soldier holding a radio and attempting to request support. The drone hovers clearly above his position, visible against the open sky. Mistaking it for a friendly system, the soldier looks up and waves, signaling as if asking for assistance or guidance. He remains focused on his transmission, showing no awareness that the platform overhead belongs to the opposing side. From above, the drone maintains observation and confirms there are no other immediate movements nearby. Moments later, follow-on action from the air forces the soldier to react abruptly. Realizing the situation too late, he abandons his position and moves quickly toward nearby bushes in search of concealment. The scene is observed from above as a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone scans open ground near collapsed power structures. A lone Russian soldier lies exposed with no cover or camouflage, likely exhausted after a failed advance earlier nearby. There is no movement, no awareness. The drone holds position, confirms isolation. Then another platform approaches quietly and resolves the contact. The moment passes without noise or pursuit. On today's battlefield, fatigue and visibility erase pauses, while persistent aerial observation turns rest into risk through continuous surveillance and coordination. This time, a Ukrainian drone detects two Russian soldiers moving along a narrow trail across open ground. The lead soldier is carrying a fuel container, likely part of a resupply effort toward the front line. From above, the drone adjusts course and accelerates ahead of the movement. Rather than approaching from behind, it positions itself forward along the path, cutting off the route. The sudden presence disrupts the advance and forces an immediate reaction. The next sequence shows a Russian soldier resting against a damaged wall after an unsuccessful push toward the city of Pokrovsk. He pauses in place, unaware that aerial surveillance is already tracking his position. From above, a Ukrainian drone confirms the location and begins its approach. The soldier remains stationary, focused on recovering rather than scanning his surroundings. Only when the drone draws closer does he sense danger and moves suddenly toward open ground ahead. The reaction comes late. With no cover available, the drone closes the distance and resolves the encounter. The patrol continues as a Ukrainian drone moves through an area of ruined houses and scattered debris. Near the edge of the structures, it detects a Russian soldier resting beneath a tree. There is no visible weapon or backpack nearby, suggesting he may have withdrawn from the front line earlier. The drone approaches quietly, maintaining altitude and observation. Only when the sound overhead becomes clear does the soldier react, rising suddenly and attempting to flee across open ground. The drone follows closely, adjusting speed and direction. Within moments, the movement is contained, illustrating how brief pauses and limited equipment can leave individuals exposed during aerial patrols. 2 Ukrainian soldiers identify 3 Russian troops sheltering inside a damaged building near a vineyard village outside Pokrovsk. After confirming the position, one soldier deploys an anti-armor grenade through a window. The structure collapses, ending its use as a defensive point and securing the area for further movement. The footage is captured by a Ukrainian drone near the edge of a forested area. From above, a Russian soldier is identified moving along the tree line. An initial drone approaches and disrupts the position, causing the soldier to lose balance and fall. Moments later, a second drone arrives, maintaining observation from a separate angle. The area is quickly checked for additional movement before the second drone advances and resolves the encounter. A Ukrainian drone hovers above an open grass field where a Russian soldier is concealed within tall vegetation. From above, the subtle movement is detected and tracked. The drone adjusts its approach and moves in before the soldier can respond. After the initial engagement, the area is reassessed to ensure no additional movement nearby. A second Ukrainian drone then approaches from a different angle and completes the operation. The next scene takes place across a scorched field of dry grass. A Ukrainian drone detects a Russian soldier attempting to cross a stretch of barbed wire. His movement slows as one leg becomes caught, forcing him to focus on freeing himself. From above, the drone lowers altitude and adjusts its approach. The soldier remains unaware of the presence overhead, fully occupied with the obstacle. By the time the drone closes in, there is no opportunity to react. The moment highlights how terrain hazards can quickly turn into critical exposure under aerial observation. The incident unfolds near a shelter that had been damaged during a recent strike. A lone soldier is seated just outside the entrance, likely unable to move away in time and pausing to recover after the earlier engagement. He remains in place, unaware that aerial surveillance is approaching. From above, a Ukrainian drone confirms the position and moves in gradually. The soldier does not react until the drone is already close. The encounter is resolved moments later, illustrating how hesitation near compromised shelters can quickly become a critical vulnerability under constant observation. A Russian soldier moving alone across open ground is detected and intercepted by a Ukrainian drone before reaching cover. Nearby, another drone enters the remains of a damaged building and identifies a Russian soldier attempting to stay hidden inside the structure. In a separate moment, a third soldier is found lying beside a fallen log, relying on stillness and terrain to avoid detection. Each position is assessed from above before action is taken. The sequence then expands across the Pokrovsk area, showing repeated drone engagements against soldiers moving individually between positions. From dirt roads to broken structures and tree lines, drones appear in rapid succession, disrupting movement and halting progress, rather than a single encounter. The footage reflects a wider pattern, where isolated advances are consistently detected and controlled. Together, these moments illustrate how persistent aerial presence limits mobility across the entire sector. The next sequence shows a Ukrainian drone flying low during a sweep of a contested forest area. As it moves over a small clearing, it detects a Russian soldier lying in tall grass, remaining completely unaware of the aerial presence above. The drone slows and adjusts its approach, confirming the position from overhead. With no reaction from the ground, the drone closes the distance and resolves the encounter. A group of Ukrainian Special Operations soldiers is conducting a routine patrol in northern Ukraine. While traveling along a dirt road in a military truck, an unexpected threat emerges. A Russian drone approaches from behind and moves forward, briefly positioning itself in front of the vehicle. The encounter is sudden, but the drone fails to disrupt the movement. The Ukrainian soldiers halt immediately and secure the area, scanning the surroundings and assessing possible risks. After a careful check reveals no additional threats, the team regroups and returns to the vehicle. Moments later, the patrol resumes its route. Near a riverbank, a Ukrainian drone patrolling the area detects two soldiers seated in a small inflatable boat. From above, the movement is quickly identified. The drone adjusts its approach and moves in, resolving the encounter within seconds. Drone operators from Ukraine's 38th Marine Brigade detect a Russian soldier briefly appearing from inside a damaged building. After confirming the position, the drone releases two heavy munitions onto the structure. The site is neutralized, preventing further use of the building as cover and concluding the engagement from the air.